Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors Dynasty here on College Football 25, and it is a special one today because it is the final doubleheader of the regular season. We have weeks 11 and 12 today. We wrap up the regular season, and then in the next episode, barring any crazy changes to to our record, we play in the Pac-12 championship for the first time ever. We revived the Pac-12 in the off season, joined it, and brought some teams along with it, and then we played our first season here in the Pac-12. We only have 5 games this year. I will bump that up in the off season to make it like 8 or 9, closer to what like the Big Ten, the SEC, the Big 12, all the other big conferences play. I didn't realize that when I revived the Pac-12, the conference games weren't going to be that many. So that was my mistake. But in season number 4, I think that's going to be season number 4, we will play more Pac-12 games. So the last 2 Pac-12 games of the season, the last 2 games of the regular season in today's episode. Then we go to the hopefully go to the Pac-12 championship, and then on to the college football playoffs, where we try to get back to a national championship game that we were in last year against Penn State. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way. Penn State, I mean, they just brought back all of their guys. They had Abdul Carter. They had Drew Aller. I forgot his name for a second. They had all of their guys that they brought back from the season prior. They came back for a championship run. They got that championship. So it's our turn to get that championship. We'll see if it happens this season or not. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go finish out the first year of official Pac-12 being back, hopefully in good fashion. So here we are. Not only is this one of the final Pac-12 games of the season against Washington State, this is also our final home game of the year, because the next game I think is against Oregon State, if I'm not mistaken. That's on the road. So this, in fact, is senior day for a few of our guys, including Heisman contender Cam Barfield. Because if you forgot at the very end of last episode, if you didn't stick around for it, we checked the Heisman voting after the last game of the doubleheader in the last episode, and Cam Barfield finally, after months and months and even years of being snubbed from Heisman contention, Barfield actually has a shot. Now, obviously, these last 2 games are very important to keep him in the running and even get him to number 1, so hopefully he can win it. But we at least have him in conversations. The media, the mass media, the talking heads, they're aware of Cam Barfield and the great season that he's having. The disrespect is no longer there. But now we got him in the running. Now we got to get him to win it. So it's going to be a bigger challenge than just getting him into the running. In the last episode, also, we brought in some more 5-star commitments like Jason Ramiersma, and we brought in other people. Was it Hawker in the last episode? I can't remember if Hawker was in the last episode or not. We brought in some good 5-stars. This is actually a very, very good class. It's very small. We only have a few guys in it, but 3 5-stars is a good start. We are also looking to bring in 2 more 5-stars. I think Steven Kranchik is a lock. I would want to say he's a lock. Hugh Kitchens, we didn't get the Week 10 visit that we needed, unfortunately. So we didn't get to bump up over Notre Dame. I think he's going to commit to Notre Dame, which is kind of unfortunate, because having 2 more 5-stars commit to the class would certainly make this class even better. But we still got a chance for a few 4-stars and a few extra 3-stars. So we're still going to have a great class. It's just not going to be as good as it could have been. Right now we sit at 25. If we bring in another 5-star, that probably bumps us closer to the top 15. And obviously those extra 4-stars and 3-stars will get us into the top 10. But I would really like a top 5 class to get closer to elite recruiter, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And like I mentioned previously, Heisman finalists or Heisman awards, we have Cam Barfield finally in the running for it. He's got to try to pass Bubba Hampton, who must be having a phenomenal season, being thrown the football by Ty Simpson. And then Christopher Vizina, I think is Vizina. I think it'd be Vizina. He's also the front runner for the Heisman, but he is not going to win it because Cam is going to win it. We need to have him go off absolutely go off. And this is what the bracket looks like with 2 games left to go. We currently sit at the 2 seed at 9-1. Currently, we would play either Oregon or Missouri. I don't really want to play Oregon or Missouri. I hope that that changes. Maybe one of the teams loses or somebody else moves in. I hope that happens because I don't really want to play either of those teams. But it is time for Senior Day, final home game of year 3. What kind of uniforms does Washington State have? I feel like they have an all gray, right? Yeah, they do. I thought so. Should they wear that? Because we're going to be wearing the black. Ooh, I kind of like the white with the white helmet. The white helmet looks real good, especially with the kind of crimson uh Cougar logo on the helmet. I think I like the all white. It kind of reminds me of Stanford a little bit. I kind of like the all white helmet. What other ones they have? Ooh, you got the or the gray jersey with the white helmet, and they grayed out the logo. That's kind of cool. I like that. Ooh, I didn't know you had a crimson version of it. Okay, the crimson version looks real cool. I like that. Ooh, but I like the home. They have some pretty clean home and aways. I will give them that. The gray helmet with the crimson jersey, I do like that. But I might have to. How can I deny myself the opportunity to see this on the field? I mean, the crimson jersey with the gray pants and helmet. I might go with that. What are we wearing? We're wearing the blacks, right? We need to get some new jerseys in here. EA Sports needs to update this with some custom jerseys for Hawaii because we don't have very many options. I know we can go like individually and like mix and match, but there's only so many different combinations you can make with so few options. We only have 2 helmets. So it's time for Senior Day. Hawaii versus Washington State Pac-12 matchup. Let's go see if we can improve Cam Barfield's Heisman progress. We will kick off first against the Cougars. And hopefully our defense cannot get shredded like they have been most of the season. I'm not quite sure why we play so poorly. I mean, I know we have a few guys on the DB side of things that are a little bit slower than I would like. But for the most part, we have a really good team. And yet we just get absolutely brutalized in the passing game for against most teams. Hopefully it doesn't happen against this Washington State Cougar team. They're only 5-4. They haven't had the greatest year. We'll see if we can assert our dominance against them. They're going to throw right away. First play of the game, Evan Johnson pick. Well, I guess that's going to answer my question. The Washington State Cougar, I mean, the Washington State Cougar quarterback just threw that right to Evan Johnson. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to hit that middle receiver coming across the middle like that. But first play of the game, you throw that type of pass. I mean, you had time in this pocket. In what universe do you think this is open? Like, I get maybe in real life you could throw this because you could like thread this through this little gap that between Tyquan Tate and or Tyreek Tate and Evan Johnson. But in a video game, that's locked up 19 times out of 10. And Evan Johnson locked it up right there. Easy pick on the first throw of the game, first play of the game, regardless throw or run. It is the first play of the game. And we already have the football. That's a way to start. Right as I was talking about, hopefully my defense doesn't get shredded through the passing game, we go and do that. And we got to give Matthias Felix the ball because he's God tier. But we also got to get Cam Barfield the ball because he's also God tier. And he has a chance at the Heisman. Unlike Matthias, who maybe one day has a chance at the Heisman, but not this season. It's going to be Barfield or nothing for this Hawaii Rainbow Warrior squad. And I'm hoping we can punch this in either on this run or the next one. Barfield shut down. I would have preferred some blocks there, but it doesn't happen. We'll try to pounce this in. Second and goal from the 4. We're going to run towards that star player. Actually, no, I'm going to move the other way and go to the 1. I should have dove. I bet if I would have dove, I might have had a better chance of getting that ball across. Oh, and Derek Boyd's coming in to shark that touchdown. I'm not going to let him. I'm not letting him take what is rightfully Cam Barfield's. I could even call a timeout here, and I gotta get away. That dropped? I can't believe that got dropped. We're gonna go halfback direct. This is very risky. 4th and 1. Very risky. Halfback direct, snap to Barfield, and he's gonna get in right behind his right guard. We score early, capitalize on the turnover, get points off of it. That's how you want to start a game. That's how you want to start Senior Day. Cam Barfield in what could possibly be his final game here in this stadium, because the only way we would play in this stadium again is if we had a home playoff game, which, unless we lose the Big Ten or the Pac-12 championship, I guess that's the only way we would have a home playoff game. Although that would be our second loss. I wonder if they would kick us out. Let's not find out. Let's win all of our games and not have to worry about it. Get a first round bye. But that would be our second loss if we lost the Pac-12 championship. I wonder if they would just like bump us out. I guess it depends on who else is very close. John Mateer, is it Mater? Mateer? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know he's a real guy. I just don't know how to pronounce his name. I thought he was going to throw a pick again on the second pass of the day. That would have been hilarious. This guy would have been in shambles if he would have done that. Oh, speaking of being in shambles, that's a good run. That's a real good run. Let me be Ali Swede over here. He's been my favorite user on the D-line past couple episodes, so let's continue to use him. See if we can make some magic happen here. They're going to play action. It's going to be a sack, please. Yes, it is. Half a sack each for, looks like Ramon Funk and the guys that I can't pronounce his name. Here, I'm on him right now so you can know who it is, but I don't want to try to pronounce his name. I can't do it for some reason. That's a big sack, though. 3rd and 10. Oh, they're going to go underneath. That was a bad decision. Bad decision by the Cougar quarterback, and they will punt us the football. Thank you very much for making that bad decision. I appreciate that. Helps me out a lot. Okay, good. I wasn't sure they counted that fair catch there. All right, back on offense. Let's see what we can do. If we put this one in the end zone, and our defense has been as good as it has been the first 2 drives, we might consider ourselves a blowout here. We might have a little bit of a blowski on our hands. 2nd and 5. Got to keep handing the ball off to Barfield. Got to pad those rushing numbers. Got to get him a lot of attempts. Got to get him some touchdowns. But his risk of injury is already into the medium. I don't like that. We got a long playoff run ahead of us. We need Barfield at his tip-top shape. Yep. We do have some quality running backs behind him, but obviously it's the Barfield show. It's Barfield or bust, basically. I'm going to go underneath to Matthew Bliss. The freshman holds on to the football. Good job, Matthew. I'm really hoping to see some good training results in the offseason from Matthew Bliss. I know he hasn't got a ton of usage this year, but I'm hoping he gets really good training results. Then he can be like a real big threat along with Felix, because Felix is going to be entering his junior season. So we're not going to have much more time with Matthias. Oh, it's a bad throw. Oh, but Ashlock made it a good throw. That would have lost us probably at least 1 or 2 yards. But Ashlock, I don't know why I threw that in the first place. Man, Barfield has been out for most of this drive. It seems like the wear and tear is really getting to him. As we enter the second quarter, up 7-0. Turn it on the chew clock because we don't need to get anybody injured. We need to get out of here as quick as possible. This isn't a rivalry game or anything. They haven't handed the ball off at all. I didn't realize that. Or actually, they did. Oh, it's because we had the sack. That's right. I forgot that we had the sack. So their rushing yards, the running back rushing yards, totaled out with the sack yardage to make it 0. But Cam Barfield is still not in the backfield. Starting to get a little bit worried. Okay, he's back now. I might get him the ball as a receiver here. Oh, but he's stuck. He's absolutely stuck, and I can't. He was my first read, and it was too late to find somebody else. I should have assumed he was going to get stuck. I don't know why I didn't. That's a bad throw. Wow, I got bailed on the interception drop right there. 49-yard field goal is a possibility, especially at home, but far right hash, you know how I'm not good at field goals, even at home. Oh, that's a touchdown, though, if I can get that ball out. Get it out to him, Leo Van Dyke. Boom! Alex Perry, and also his final game here in this stadium because he's a senior. Leo Van Dyke, the true freshman, makes a beautiful pass and delivers it right in the bucket. And now we have a 2-touchdown lead over Washington State. We've already milked a lot of clock in the first quarter. Now we're into the second quarter. No, don't let him get... Okay, there was a big gap there. I didn't want him to take that to the house. I just saw Miami lose in the bottom screen. Yeah, 37-32, NC State, number 14, beats number 9, Miami. So that's probably Miami's college ball playoff hopes out the door. I don't know if they were even considered. I don't remember. They might have been. But that's got to be their playoff hopes done. Too bad for them. I guess Miami is most certainly not back. What an RPO. I was not prepared for that. I was prepared for that to be a read option. Wisconsin lost to Illinois. That's kind of wild. Bowling Green beats Ohio, the Bobcats, Bobcat Dynasty. All right across the middle. And once again, I mean, that is like, it's like a broken record almost. It's cut and paste, copy and paste the exact same route and throw every single game across the middle like that. It doesn't matter what team we're playing. Tyreek Tate makes a good play. I could really use another sack. We got one on the last drive. Let's do it again. Ollie Sweet's been huge this season. We need him to step up one more time. All they're going to do is sweep. Oh my God, the change of direction absolutely cooked me. I was completely fooled on that. Wow. That was embarrassing. I did not think he was going to like juke inside like that. Okay, I got absolutely just destroyed there. Oh my God, speaking of getting destroyed, McConnell Meyer, I mean, we got to find some better cover corners. We got to get corners that can cover and are fast. That's the ideal situation, but McConnell Meyer, he's made some big plays, but he's also been the result of a lot of big plays negatively. Into the end zone, never mind, over the end zone, into the back of the end zone. He throws it away, and it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Ooh, we got Otis in here. Otis made a big play last episode, I remember. I remember calling his name. 3rd and goal from the 6. Well, they'd kick the field goal here. It's only a 2-score game. Ramon Funk. We're not rushing that many D linemen. Oh, but Ramon made a good play. Interception, and it is. Lotu Lele, stay in. Okay. Lotu Lele intercepts the pass, keeps possession for Hawaii, and denies points for the Cougars. That's big, because they were starting to drive. Oh, but the speed is just not there anymore with Barfield. I'm a little bit worried. This cannot be a game where he doesn't have a good stat line. He needs to have a good stat line. We might need to artificially give him a good stat line by getting by keeping him fresh. So if we just go down the field without using him and then score the touchdown with him, that might be what we have to do, because he is not going to be able to get it done himself, or it's going to take too long if he does it himself. He is too slow right now with that injury, or with the risk of injury, I guess. It might also be an Alex Perry deep ball. He had one earlier. Oh, I'm going to get hit. Man, they double team Perry though. Last time I called the smash play, Barfield did not get open. He got stuck on the offensive line, so we'll see if that happens again. Oops, wrong player. There we go. I mean, it worked this time. It's not going to get us much yards. 3rd and 5. Maybe I should have waited to see if anything else got open deeper down the field. I kind of just assumed only one route. Underneath, that's Matthew Bliss. The one thing that he struggles with is his acceleration. He's got good straight line speed, but it takes him a while to get up to that speed because his acceleration is not as high as it should be, or as that it could be, I guess. We got to start worrying about the clock, though. I'm going to take off here. Van Dyke's just fast enough. Oh, and he got caught from behind by that D lineman. That's crazy. I know that Van Dyke's not the fastest quarterback in the world, but I didn't think a D lineman would be able to catch me. That's kind of insane. From the 23. Oh, that's going to get picked off. That is the worst thing that could have happened. Felix and Perry save a touchdown. I didn't even mean to press R1. I was going to press X. I mean, to be fair, maybe that would have got picked off too, but... Oh, that's brutal. That's a tough pick. That's a really tough pick. We keep him in bounds. 100 yards and 2 interceptions is a disgusting stat line for John Meter, whatever his name is. Mater. Hey there, too, Mater. Oh, Sweet's trying to get there. He got blocked last second. 3 seconds. They can't kick a field goal from here, can they? No, they're not going to. They're going to go for it all. We will give them all of the time in the world to try to get down the field, but we're hopefully going to get pressure on the quarterback. Bring him down. They're going to throw it quickly. What are you doing? You didn't even let your players get down the field. I mean, we only rushed 3 guys. I don't know what that decision was. So we only go into the half up 14-0. It very well should be 21-0, but I threw the pick. I'm annoying. Let's go focus on Cam Barfield. All right, we get the ball to start the second half, and we need to go on a Cam Barfield domination tour right here. He needs to get yards. He needs to get touchdowns. He needs to get every single thing he can if he wants to not only just move up in the voting, but stay in the voting. He's got to stay in the voting to move up in the voting, so we got to get him some yards. That is what we are trying to do right now. And I think what I'm going to do, the strategy of what I was doing, or what I was talking about before, which was artificially pad his stats by touchdowns instead of yards. And I was going to try to do that in the last drive, but then I threw the pick. So if we're able to get down the field without using Barfield as much, I guess I'm just using him right here with the screen. But if we're able to get down the field enough without using Barfield and then punch it in with him, that gets him stats, it gets him touchdowns, but it doesn't use his stamina and his injury risk as bad. So, because he is struggling. I am definitely feeling a difference in his explosiveness with that injury, with the wear and tear. So we're going to try our best to keep him fresher. Mainly because we got a really, really important playoff run to work with. We can't afford to have Barfield not at the top of his game, but that's a really good run. He's only got 10 carries for 48 yards. That's nothing. That's not Heisman. Any running back off the block could do that. All right, we're going to get... Oh, I could easily go in, but I got to run out the one. Got to go out, and I got to make sure that Barfield's in on this one. I can't allow Derek Boyd to come in and shark the touchdown. Okay. Leo gets us to the one, and Barfield is in. Touchdown, Cam Barfield. Pad those stats, baby. 2 touchdowns, 49 yards. Artificially pad those stats, baby. That's exactly how we got to do it. 21-0. I did have the chew clock on. Make this go a little bit faster. Maybe I shouldn't, considering we're trying to pad the stats and get as many touchdowns as possible. Ooh, good tackle. Good tackle. All right, defense. Can we somehow get another interception? That'd be hilarious if we could. I would absolutely love it. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, Elijah Palmer, who's been one of our best interception DBs in the history of this program. Almost had one. He was just a couple of yards away. Very, very close. Very, very close. This quarterback's a little risky. Halfback direct snap? I was not prepared for that. I guess they give it back to me because I did that to them on the first Barfield touchdown. And they feed it right back in my face. Now I know how it feels. They're going to hand out to the running back and Evan Johnson, man. I almost called him Eli Johnson. Evan Johnson with a huge play. Huge tackle. Get to the quarterback. He's throwing this ball so quickly. It's hard to get to him. It's really hard to get to him. Maybe I should try to blitz, but, I mean, if I do a blitz, I mean, we can't get to him with the regular rushers. He's getting this ball away, and, like, the instant he snaps it, he's got the ball away. So a rush wouldn't really do anything, would it? Although maybe Ollie Swede can get to him. He did technically get to him, and that's a good loss of 4 on the play. I'm not sure what the decision was there to throw that. But a big play. We almost got to him. And it's going to be play action. Ollie Swede. Why is he just able to get the ball away, man? That's another opportunity at a sack that we just missed because he threw it right as we got to him. But Ramon Funk might have him this time. Never mind. Why do I even try to call for the sack? It's just... It's the same thing. We get to him. He feels the pressure, and then he throws it away. Be a man. Be a man, big dog. Stay in that pocket. Take that sack. First and 10. Underneath, it's Bliss. No, never mind. Dropped. I think he would have had it on the first catch, or the first hit, but I think that second hit is what rocked it. At least that's what it looked like. I gotta step up in this pocket. Van Dyke's got some room sliding down. Good job, Leo. He's got about as many rushing yards as Barfield does. Handoff. Ooh, they were ready for that. And that is why we can't allow Barfield to take too many hits like that. We cannot allow that. Final play of the quarter. Underneath. Felix. Catch. Turn up the field. Good job, Matthias. 3rd and inches. Huge. 21-0. We are the number 5 team in the nation. Missouri is ranked ahead of us. Then Alabama. And then 2 teams that are undefeated still. We are in for a big end of the season. Who are we going to go to here? It could just be a scramble. No. Oh, it was risky. I really should not have done that. Oh, I got to get down the field, though. I got to get down the field to score another touchdown. We got to roll. We got to hit. Felix, what a throw. No, he just dropped it. Oh, that was such a crazy throw. That was such a crazy throw. I thought for sure he was going to bring that in. I think I lobbed it just a little bit too late. That's a good throw and a real good catch from Felix. Oh, I can't believe that he dropped that. That would have been an unbelievable catch if he would have been able to make that. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, little play action. Little rollout. Get it in the hands of Barfield. I mean, if he's not going to be rushing the ball, at least we can get that ball in his hands through the air. They're gonna press up on Felix, but we can't score touchdowns with anybody other than Barfield. Ashlock, get around him. Good job. 1st and goal from the 6. Barfield will come in. Handoff. Barfield. Close to the 3. To the 3. Can we get in? Cam Barfield. Lower the shoulder, Cam. He's at the 1. Come on, Cam. You know you can do it. I know you can. Get in there, Cam. He's gonna. Touchdown number 3 for Cam Barfield. Okay. He doesn't have the yards on the ground, but at least he's got a solid amount of touchdowns. And if we can get a quick turnover against the Cougars here, that would be the thing to do. That would really help us out. I'd love another interception thrown by this quarterback. He's already thrown 2. He's not opposed to doing it. So do it one more time for me, baby. Do it one more time. Texas A&M, number 7, Texas A&M has fallen to Oklahoma. Wow, some big-name teams are falling to other big-name teams, but still. Top 10 teams are losing late in the season. That's got to be Texas A&M's playoff hopes at least really, really hurt. That might be their first loss of the season, but they're number 7, so they're probably not undefeated. They probably have one other loss like us. So if they do, then that's their second loss. That's definitely their season done. That's got to be a pick. How did Tyreek Tate not jump that? That was a pick. You jumped that 17 times out of 10. 3rd and 3. Oh, that's a BS throw, man. That is a BS route and a BS throw. What a cheap first down. Quick throw. I don't know how that Tyreek Tate catch is not, or that pass that he was covering, how it wasn't an interception. We got to get this ball back, preferably before the 2-minute timeout. I don't think that's going to happen, though, unless it's a strip sack fumble. Or a pick? No, he threw that way too far. How did the way that he threw that looked like he just like noodle armed? I don't know how that had that much carry on it. All right, this is a 3rd and 10. This is big. Get to him. Get to him. Sack him. Get a big sack. There it is. We're going to actually use one of our timeouts. I don't want this to drain to the 2-minute timeout. They're going to go for it on 4th and 19. You know what? That actually helps me. Because if they don't get any yards on this, then we have actually very good field position. And if we had a punt, it would be a lot worse. Interception? Interception's kind of like an arm punt in that situation, unless we can return this pretty far. I'd rather have not an interception there. But that's okay. Kai Shirley gets the pick. We got to find a way to get another touchdown with Cam Barfield. Preferably a touchdown and some actual rushing yards, but I don't think that's going to happen here. And that's going to be a pick if I throw that, so got to get that away. Let's throw off the chew clock here. We got to get him some more rushing yards. He doesn't have enough. If I could somehow squeeze out 100, that would be ideal. That's a good start. That's about 10 right there. Maybe 11, depending on where they marked him. Snap this again. Barfield. About 6, maybe 5. 17 carries, 74 yards. Come on. I know we can stretch out 100 here. I know we can. I chose the wrong angle there. That's my fault. 3rd and 2. Snap it. Handoff is Barfield. He just doesn't have that explosiveness, but he's got 83 yards. He's definitely going to be tired, though. Yeah, we got some relief. Handoff is to Liu, and he will get up to the 27. It looks like this is going to end up being the final possession of the game, because even if we don't, or even if we do score here, I doubt that we'd get the ball back again, unless Washington State throws another one-play pick. Great catch. Matthias Felix, as he does. Barfield's back in. Come on, Cam. This is your legacy on the line here. Cam Barfield, 1-play touchdown on that drive, or well, on that handoff. I'm glad that it didn't get brought down and have to go even more plays. Another touchdown for Cam. This actually ended up being a pretty good game for, like, if we had recruits on campus, but I don't think we did. But it could help Kranchik. Maybe he commits after this game because we're blowing out Washington State 35-0. I wasn't even intending on blowing them out. I mean, I was just going for as many yards and touchdowns as possible with Barfield. If he wants to give me another pick, I would be all in for that. Absolutely. What do you want to give me? Oh, he's going to check that down. I might want to call timeouts myself just to give me more opportunities. 37 seconds. 2nd and 3. Throws it underneath. Stop throwing underneath like that. I'm going to call timeout. I probably shouldn't be calling timeouts because this could put us in risk of losing our shutout. But I'm trying my best to get this ball back one more time. But 33 seconds, I don't know if it's going to be possible. That's a crazy good pass rush, but I kind of ruined it. It's up in the air. Pick it off. I thought for sure Tyreek was going to be able to make a play on that. He didn't. Ooh, that's an elite pass rush right there. I'm going to call my final timeout. Maybe I shouldn't have. Because now I'm not going to be able to stop it on like a punt. If they punt the ball, they're going to drain all that clock away. But we're getting some elite pass rush from Laga. I'll just call him Laga. Hey, that works for me. That stops the clock. And then they punt it. So we do have a chance. There's 19 seconds left, but no timeouts. So we either have to throw a deep ball and get to the 1 or get close and then let Barfield run it. We got to do something. We have one more opportunity to get this ball in the end zone for Cam. I think it's got to be some sort of deep ball. Alex Perry, are you the guy? That ball's not far enough, but Alex Perry is the guy. Oh my God, it actually worked. Alex Perry is the guy. And Barfield has one final shot to get this ball in the end zone and add to his Heisman campaign. No, they stopped him. No. We did all that work just to get shut down at the 1. Oh, that's depressing. That's real depressing. We go in a level up. That's nice. I wonder if we're gonna get Kranchik to commit here with such an impressive victory. What's gonna happen with recruiting? Anything? Maybe nothing. We do get the 4-star wide receiver Geo Starks. We get the 3-star tight end Carlos Sawyer. Okay. And Hugh Kitchens does commit to Notre Dame. I assume that was what was going to happen once we didn't get past Notre Dame with the visit. So I'm not super shocked. I'm a little bit upset. He got player of the week offensively. Where does that put him in the Heisman voting? He dropped. Oh, he just didn't have a good game. He needed more yards. He needed more yards. He had the touchdowns, but he needed more yards. We might, I mean, we're probably not going to get the Heisman unless he has like a 10 touchdown game or something. That might not even be able to do it. Oh, that's tough. But we do add some extra commitments. Hugh Kitchens is tough. Actually, what is Hugh Kitchens what is his deal breaker? Does he have one? Because he could decommit, I guess. Oh, it's coach prestige. Oh, okay. Well, Notre Dame's probably not firing their coach. They're having a pretty solid season. I would assume they are at least. Notre Dame coach prestige. What is it at? Notre Dame's coach prestige is where is it at? Coach prestige is an A. Okay, so they're not losing Hugh Kitchens. So we'll take him off the board. But we do have Geo Starks, who I think was fast, right? 93 speed, 96 excel at 6'1". He's another big time receiver added to the receiving core. That's nice to have. So good for him. And then we also added in Carlos Sawyer, 6'5" tight end. Pretty awesome. What's he got that he's good at? He's got 76 catching, 84 excel, 85 agility, 81 speed, 85 agility, 81 spec catch. All right, he's a work in progress, but he's a 3-star at the end of the day. We still have Brian Shaw and Nate Benshaw here just because. Kranchik is so close. If we have another big win against Oregon State, I think that's who we're playing, then Kranchik will commit. Cornell Bynum, I don't know what to do with you, big dog. Michigan's making a push. A week 13 visit does nothing. I guess we change the recruiting points to a hard sell, and we hard sell you on probably this one, and we hope that works. I guess I don't know. Eric Scruggs is close. Nobody's even offered him a scholarship, so he's getting under recruited. Same thing with Jorge Chavez, Jamal Clay. I remember liking him. Yeah, he's pretty solid. 75 zone coverage, pretty decent to start with. So we should probably swap to a hard sell on him, and it looks like it's gonna be hopefully not that one. Oh no, it looks like all the ones. Ooh, it could be this one. I don't want it to be that one because we're selling F proximity to home, but we'll try that one. That's probably not gonna be right though, which kind of sucks, but we'll see. Then we've got Isaiah Pack and then Joe Hemingway. We're going hard on these guys. We can swap to a hard sell on Joe Hemingway. We can do this one. And then take that off. Can I do that? Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, we'll see if that works. Can I get into this battle for Isaiah Pack? I mean, maybe. We can hard sell him on this. Prestigious. He likes that, I guess. We'll try. We got 95 hours. Jorge Chavez. I guess we'll try to get into the race. Well, we're already in the race, but we'll try to close it down a little bit more. Scruggs is pretty close as well. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Take away that one. We should be able to hard sell you. Are you prestigious as well? What are you? You're to the house. Okay, we'll do Eric Scruggs to the house. And we still have 40 hours left. I guess we could scout a couple of players. Is there anybody left on the board? There's a 4-star wide receiver, Jorge Sash. I don't know how I missed him. I guess we'll scout him. I don't know how good he's going to be. Another wide receiver, 6'4". A lot of 3 stars left, it looks like. This guy, this is a 4 star that hasn't committed anywhere yet, a free safety. We don't really need a safety anymore, but he is a 4 star. He's the only 4 star left that hasn't committed anywhere that we would have a chance at, I guess. Because if we go to any state, I'm assuming all of these guys have been either committed or locked us out or whatever. There's that Laughlin guy. Yeah, we're not going to find anything here, so let's just go back to recommended. I guess I'll put him on there. We might have a chance to get him. I have no idea. Another left outside linebacker, PJ Turpin, a corner. What we need is speed at corner. That's what we need. Do we need... Do we need a center? I don't even know if we need a center or not. I'll put other quarterbacks on there. You never know if there's going to be a fast quarterback. I know I'm a big fast quarterback type of guy, so. There's a Jimmy Falk, a 6'6" power rusher. Wow. Okay. Sammy Lake, I'll put on there. All right, so it seems like there's some 3 stars that we might have a chance at. This dude is 6'7". Okay. I like a 6'7" tackle. A 6'5" right tackle. We don't really need any more receivers. All right. We got some decent additions to the board. We only have we have 80 hours now. How do we have 80 hours? Didn't we have 40 when I Oh, did I take somebody off? Did I remove somebody accidentally? Jorge Chavez, that's right. I accidentally removed Jorge Chavez. I didn't mean to, Jorge. I'm sorry. Now we got to re-offer you a scholarship. Oops. I did not mean to remove you from it. What were we doing to you? Well, we had 40 on you. I think we had 4. I don't remember what we were doing to you, honestly. All right, let's take a look at these 4 stars. Jorge Sash. He's got 87 acceleration, 93 jumping. Of course, they're going to make me wait on the speed. I can't wait on the speed. We got to just scholarship him. And then I'll toss a scholarship at Toby Laughlin. And then I'll toss a scholarship at... I'm not going to toss a scholarship at any corners because I need to know how good they are. I already scouted Alonzo Hay. And he wasn't very good, so I'll take him back off the board. Who should I offer a scholarship to? I'll offer a scholarship to this 6'6" pass rusher, Jimmy Falk. I don't know how good he's going to be, but I only have 5 hours left, so it doesn't really matter too much. Those are probably going to be battles that we have to fight for in the offseason. All right, here we go. Final game of the regular season. This is our last chance to try to get Barfield a Heisman Trophy. It might already be too late, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best. I think we already missed out on our chance, unfortunately, but let's see what happens. We start with the ball against Oregon State. Final game of the year in the regular season. We'll see if we can get the job done. Gotta have the Cam Barfield agenda. Ashlock in his final game in the regular season. Hopefully we got Pac-12 championship to play. I mean, we had 5... Or did we have 5 conference games? I think this is our 5th conference game. That is a decent amount. We should be able... And we went undefeated as long as we beat Oregon State, obviously. Oh, what a run from Van Dyke. Juke move. Oh, it's a disgusting juke move. I almost tried 2, and I did. He's keep going. Leo Van Dyke, 40 yards. If we could have Barfield do that, that'd be amazing. But Leo Van Dyke is not the man to be messed with. That was huge. But let's start the let's start the Barfield journey, and that's a 1-play. Barfield! I wanted the 1-play touchdown. Talk about making a statement. Talk about making a statement. That would have been phenomenal. But we do punch it in with him. So 2 carries for Barfield, 3 plays, and we score on this Oregon State Beaver defense. This could be back-to-back blowouts. I don't want to get out of myself because I've done that before and it's come back to bite me. But we could be seeing ourselves back-to-back blowouts because Washington State was not very good, and I'm assuming this Oregon State team is also not very good. Oh, that's a crazy, awkward tackle, but he goes down. A nice little 10-win season for Coach Juice. But it could be added more if we make a deep run in the playoffs. Which is obviously the goal, because that's what we did last year. I kind of want to be Laga again, because against Washington State, he was getting some dominant pass rush at the end of the game there. So I'll see if that can continue. I got bumped off by the tight end. One-on-one, McConnell Meyer. 1-play touchdown, Oregon State. What did I tell you last game against Washington State? McConnell Meyer is maybe the worst corner I've ever had. There's really not a game where I don't complain about McConnell Meyer getting absolutely torched on every single time he's covering. And that's another prime example. 1-play touchdown because McConnell Meyer can't keep up. He is just so bad. But he's made good plays too. Like, it's hard to hate on him because he's made so many good plays. Or if he's made a few good plays to kind of counteract the bad plays that he's made. Is that going to be deep enough? It is. No! Matthias dropped it? Wow. Matthias Felix actually dropped that pass. That's shocking to me. I need to see that again, actually. I know that I got hit on it. You dropped this? Oh, it just went through his hands. That is a rare mistake from Matthias Felix. He does not do that often. Just through his hands. He just didn't catch the ball. Strange. Oh, somehow Barfield. I'm going to miss Barfield, man, next season. He's just so good. He's just so good. It's probably not the best idea to send both those guys deep. I almost didn't see the safety there. He was kind of blending in with the logo. 3rd and 4, we get it to the tight end. Good job. We take a few plays with Leo on the passing game, and then we get right back to the agenda. The Barfield agenda. That's not a good carry. Seems like this Oregon State defense wants to be a little bit aggressive, which can work out in our favor. Oh, great catch and run from Ashlock. I'm going to miss him too. He's been a quality player for these 3 seasons. He's been a really, really quality player. Ooh, I don't know where to go here. I didn't make up my mind until it was too late. Derek Boyd comes in. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Boyd, and Boyd... Oh, I tripped on him. I thought I had more space. Thought that I had more space there. Oh, it looks like something happened to Oregon because the matchup now is NC State versus Missouri. So there's a chance that Oregon either lost or maybe they won. I don't know. That hurts us. Do I just throw this to Barfield and get a passing touchdown? No. That's an interception. Wow. Don't be a pick 6. Van Dyke save it. Van Dyke save it. Van Dyke save it. Van Dyke save it. Pick 6. Really? Really? How is this game turned on? We have been dominating Oregon State. How is this game turned into a 14-7 deficit for us? I feel like that was open. I feel like I would throw that again, too. That seemed very, very open. I even, moved the analog stick over so it would lead the ball further into, catch and stride territory, but apparently he jumped the route and picked it off. And then, obviously, we only had one guy to try to get there, and he wasn't fast enough. Oh, that's annoying. And that is the end of the first quarter. Down by a touchdown. The only time Oregon State touched the ball on offense, they had a 1-play touchdown. So this has been a weird game. One play, 85 yards is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to call my double fade smash again. Because I have faith. And you know what they say? You got to have faith. Faith to separate the DBs in the secondary and open up all that room. First and 10. Send Barfield out on the side. He's going to be losing, or I thought he was going to lose a yard. He lost, or he gained 1 yard. I don't like that Oregon State's starting to tighten up their defense here. They seemed easier the first drive. We're only gaining a yard per play. What are we doing here, boys? Can we start gaining more than 1 yard per play? Can we get some separation here? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! The pressure's out of control. They got there instantly. I'm not punting this ball. Are you kidding me? Are you smoking the crack? I'm not punting this football. I'm sending it to the tight end, and he's dropping it. Well, he didn't even get a chance to catch it, to be fair. Okay. Let's not lose this football game here. Let's focus up. What? How did he catch that? I thought for sure it was going to be, if not picked off, at least knocked incomplete. Somehow he comes away with that catch. And it was again McConnell Meyer who had the chance at it. If you would just turn me into, please, when I press triangle, turn me, or when I press circle to turn into somebody, turn me into the guy that actually has a chance to pick it off. Tyreek Tate was underneath it. Now, he might have missed it too, but at least give me that opportunity. Ooh, wow, the change of direction on that running back's kind of crazy. If we go down 2 touchdowns in the first half against Oregon State, we're going to be in big trouble. We cannot allow that to happen. We got to get a pick in the end zone or something. Or maybe not. They're just going to run the ball the entire time. He dove, but I shut it down. I think my animation activated first because he dove, but I went with the cut stick, and it kind of like counteracted his dive. Shut that down. Good tackle by Laga. Laga Falania? I like I said, I don't know how to say his name, so I'm just going to call him Laga. Quarterback's going to scramble, and that's brought down by Ollie Swede. Good job, Ollie. Ramon Funk now in. Who else is in? Some of the backups. From the 7. Quarterback's going to scramble again, and this time he's got more room. Touchdown, Oregon State. We're down 2 scores. How has this game turned this way? I feel like we've been in control, and yet we're down 2 touchdowns. This feels like a fever dream right now. And obviously we're not doing Barfield any justice. I'm not sure what's going on. We're getting to a point where we're not going to be able to run the football, even though running the football is how we get a lot of our yards. We're going to have to seriously focus up here. Barfield gets an okay carry. I'd really like if that corner didn't follow, but he does. I mean, I don't like how they switch off like that. It's so stupid. Come on, offense. We got to do something here. If we want to play in the Pac-12 champ, we might already be locked in. I'm not 100% sure what the schedule looks like. Or what the standings look like, I should say. We could already be locked into the playoff regardless, but I don't want to lose a conference game. And this is a conference game right here. Oh my god, he shed instantly, but Barfield's able to dodge it somehow. I don't know how he was. All right, Matthias, you're going deep. Do not choose the post. Just go straight. It's not going to work regardless. Get that ball out. Barfield in the passing game. Spin move. Oh, he does not have a good spin move. Should have went juke there. His juke is a little bit more lethal. His juke is certainly more lethal. Oh god. Yeah, that was just throwing the ball away, essentially. He got there way too quick. I don't like that they have a superstar pass rusher. They got at least they got a star pass rusher because he's a menace. He's like Spider-Man. All right, we are getting no yards anymore. Come on, boys. Got to put this in the end zone. No other result. Screen, throw me some blocks. Barfield into the end zone. Perfect. Screen is a little risky, to be fair, but it works. Barfield gets into the end zone, scores the touchdown. We claw back to a one-score game. Now we need the defense to actually not suck, which I know is asking a lot from this defense at times. But if we could just not suck for a drive, we can get right back in this game. It shouldn't even be the position we're in the first place. The pick six does hurt. I'll be fair. That does hurt. I wish that didn't happen. And I really wish the 85-yard touchdown didn't happen either. But that's two plays that gave the Beavers 14 points that they arguably should not have. This really should be 14-7, us leading. Another unbelievably quick throw. McConaughey drops a hammer on him. They call a timeout. We must be under 2 minutes now. Oh, we're actually at a minute. Okay. I thought we had a little bit more time. A minute to go in the half. Get there. Laga can't get there. Elijah Palmer makes the tackle along with Evan Johnson. 2nd and 4. God, these quick passes, man. I hate quick passes. Quick passes just, oh, they're so frustrating. Why can't the quarterbacks just hold the ball a little bit longer? Let the play develop. You're not Tom Brady out there. How did he hold on? And he broke that tackle too. You got to be kidding me, bro. How did he hold on to the first off, and then he breaks the second tackle too? 31 seconds and 1 timeout. We know what's going to happen even if they use their other timeout. Is they're going to call plays to get the clock down even further, and then he's going to scramble and throw it away. So it's not like we're going to be able to get them to where they run out of time before they kick the field goal. So we don't have to worry about that. They're either going to get the field goal or they're going to get a touchdown. Who knows? I missed the sack, but I didn't miss that one. Well, I wasn't using it. And they're going to let this roll down and call a timeout. Okay. It is on the far right hash, and it is fairly deep. It's a deep field goal, but it's at home. I would expect them to drill this. I would expect him to drill it, and it is a roughing the kicker from the CPU. I honestly can't even believe it. They're going to get an untimed down. Oh, they didn't. Wait, what? Why did they not choose? I guess they took the 3 points. 24-14. I'm surprised they didn't take the untimed down and get one more shot at the end zone, but I guess that works for us, but I cannot believe we got another. The CPU, just stop it. All right, we start the second half on defense, and we need to have a whole new start. Like, we cannot allow Oregon State's defense or offense to do the stuff they were doing. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good start. First drive, or first down sack is huge. Pushes them back to the 9-yard line, 2nd and 15. That's the kind of start I was talking about. To the sideline. He gets 5 yards back. That guy must have been the guy who ran the 85-yard touchdown, because he has 3 catches for 100 yards. Oh, that's a touchdown. It's Fabian Ross this time. Are you kidding me? Fabian Ross, my best corner, getting absolutely torched on a go route? Seriously? How do we go from blowing out Washington State to getting blown out by Oregon State? What's happening? Our offense isn't even really the problem. The defense is the problem, which is how we lose our games. It's why we lost our games to Sam Houston. It's why we lose our games. We lost, what, to Arizona State earlier this year? It's why we lose our games. It's probably, I think, why we lost to Penn State in the national championship game. We lose games because of our defense and it's poor coverage. And it's annoying. I don't like to lose. I mean, this pass rush feels like prime Alabama right now. They are getting to me so quickly. You better get open. Matthias Felix gets a couple blocks. Matthias, oh, if he would have squeezed through there, that would have been elite. Oh, I wish he would have squeezed through that. That would have been crazy cool. I got nothing. I didn't know. I see X. I didn't know if I could throw that. I wasn't sure if he was going to be open or if I was going to get some weird like speed burst from the DB to catch up to that. You never know. Somehow I got that ball away. Cut it back in. Good job. The human joystick stuff from, or the shifty, I guess is what it's called in this game. The shifty from Barfield is huge, which is something we're going to severely miss when he graduates. Because I don't think Streeter has it, who's a similar build to him. Got the first down. I could really use a slot fade call, but they're not giving me any slot fades. Honestly, for time purposes, we should have scored already. If we want to try to win this game. I don't like this play call. Fitu Mama's out there now. No time. I didn't have time to let the routes develop. I had an open receiver there that I was targeting. But I couldn't get it to him because offensive line didn't let him develop. I mean, this isn't developed either. And again, hit on the throw. I cannot believe we're about to lose to Oregon State. We're going to lose our first conference game of the season, which on its own is brutal. It's the final game of the year. We're probably going to miss out on the bye now. So that'll take away, or that'll give us a home playoff game at least. And like I said, when I was talking about that earlier, depending on who else is around us in the rankings, 2 losses could be our death sentence. That could be us out of the college football playoff. I guess it matters if we play in the Pac-12 championship. That could save us. We need to take a look at the stand. I should have taken a look at the standings before jumping into this game. I just completely forgot about it. Barfield does score another touchdown, so that's good for his agenda. Unfortunately, it is too far or too hard for him to get into the race because Vizina is going to have another good game, and the wide receiver dude's going to have a good game. Like everybody ahead of him, they're going to have too many good games, unfortunately. So it's not like he's going to win the Heisman. But at least we got him into the running. We got him a visit to New York. He got a call. He got to go to New York and be part of the finalists. But, well, he will get to. He's just not going to win it, even though he's had a crazy good season. Good tackle by Tyreek Tate. I mean, this game's not over. I'm depressed. The way that we've been playing on defense. Especially against this team. To the sideline, incomplete. I'll take that. A 3rd and 8. A 3 and out would do wonders for this team and the agenda of winning a football game, but that's not going to be what happens because they do a freaking throw to the flat and the tight end is open by 17 million yards like they always are because our guys don't know how to cover tight. Another sack, please. Another sack. How does he still have it? Get that ball. That ball's out. Somebody get there. We had 3 jerseys right there. Nobody could grab. Are you serious? That was our chance. Talk about a momentum swing. I mean, that would have been huge. But of course, the fumble detection is just non-existent for us. The CPU always knows where the ball's at when a fumble happens, but we never do. We cannot let, if they get 16 yards on this play, I'm going to fleece my own body. Screen. Evan Johnson's out there. Suffocate it. Good job. They will punt us the ball back. That sack where they fumbled and lost all that yard, that was huge. That was really massive. We preferably need to score before the third quarter is over. So we got like a minute 25 to score. I don't know if that's going to be possible unless we hit a little slot fade. But the slot fades have not been working too well for us. And it's not going to work here either. They had it covered. Matthias, I'm shocked that Matthias doesn't just win instantly every single time. He's got electric speed. He should win every single time. That's a big Ashlock catch. I'm going to miss him next year too. He's made a lot of big plays in this series. That is for sure. Oh, that's not a good route. Wasn't a good ball from Van Dyke, but not a great route from Felix. Who's running that? Bliss is running that. Can we get the safety to choose? Am I even going to have time? That's an interception. Ball game. Ball game. Why did that ball play like that? Why did that ball play like that? Was it because the way that I was running? And I threw it back across body, kind of? I didn't even tell him to go up the field, and yet that's what he does. He gives the DB all of the room. Did I accidentally throw... I mean, I know it's kind of across body, but, like, not really. I don't know. That's a really high release. Good God. I cannot believe that's a pick, man. That's brutal. That's ball game right there. We had a chance. We forced them to punt. We got a chance, and I threw it away. Literally. Well, what the heck? That had to have been glitchy. He just like, zoom. He was like the Flash. I cannot believe we're about to lose 31-21. Well, whatever the score ends up being, but we're about to lose to Oregon State of all teams. This team is not good. They're having a bad year. We're number 5 in the country. That's not going to be the case anymore. We're probably going to have a home playoff game, even if we win the Pac-12. Oh, I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here. When we need the defense to play at its best, they don't. Tyreek Tate should have picked that off. He just swats it away, even though I pressed the interception button. Whatever. If that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do. Man, getting that touchdown and being down only 3 would have been huge. It would have been huge. That's not going to be the case. Okay, we'll force the field goal attempt. It's still going to suck. Because that's going to put us down 2 scores. 34-20. I'm surprised they didn't hit the kicker, to be honest with you. Okay, 34-21. Oh, man, I really wish we scored on that drive and not thrown the pick. I can't believe that we've been down this whole game, basically. It's ruined Cam Barfield's day. I know he's got, what, like... I think he's got all of our touchdowns, maybe. So he's got something like that. But he's got barely any rushing yards. I threw another pick right there. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I don't even have any explanation for that. It's just I don't even know. I'm not even in the game anymore. I'm not focused. I'm out of it at this point. I don't know. That was not supposed to be there. I've lost all my focus, all my confidence in this game. Oregon State's completely just walked the floor with me. Now the defense wants to show up when it's already game over. I don't know what that was. That was a super delayed RPO or read option, and the guard didn't even block me. He just ran away. Super weird. Oh, that's a big Lotulele block. Claiborne picks it up. He stays on his feet. He's got to beat the quarterback. Okay. Okay. Get away. That's interesting. A blocked kick or a blocked field goal gives us, unfortunately, gives us life. One play touchdown, Matthias Felix. That was a really good route. Where was this earlier? All right, there's still 4:45 to go. 28-34. We're only down by 6. So if we don't allow any points here and score another touchdown, that's the ball game because then we kick the extra point, we win 35-34. So there is unfortunately hope, and I don't like having hope. It makes me do crazy things. That's a big time sack. Evan Johnson and Ali Swede were in on it. No, never mind. It was Savea. I forgot what number he was. Savea got in on it. The Oregon State offensive line is kind of crumbling down the stretch. That's a screen. Oh, Laga missed the tackle. Laga missed the tackle. He's going to run. What's he doing? Why would he run? Weird decision. It feel like he had time in the pocket. The pocket did not collapse at all. But he chose to scramble. Maybe getting a little happy feet? I don't know. Of course, I don't get a single block attempt. Why even ask for one? All right, and we are in a weird spot. If we score a touchdown, we win this football game. That feels weird. It seems like we shouldn't be in this spot. But we are. So we're going to try to take advantage of it. Matthias, do you have the arm strength to get that ball to him? Or not Matthias, Leo Van Dyke, he does. We have tied this football game up. Maybe we should have tried to run the clock out. But a 1-point lead is something I'll take, I guess. Our defense has done a decent job these past couple drives. I don't know how we're in the lead. How has this happened? This team does not deserve to be in the lead in this game. But we're playing with heart. That's a quick throw. Good tackle by Fabian Ross. 7 catches for 162 yards and 2 touchdowns for Matthias Felix is crazy. Considering he hasn't really... A lot of those yards have been in this fourth quarter. What a spin from Laga. Oh, Shirley. Did he catch that? He did. Surely he didn't. 3rd and 6. One more big stop. Hand up to the running back. Odd choice, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. 4th and 1, they'll punt it back to us. I mean, this is out of control. There's actually a world where we can win this football game. This feels weird that we're in this situation in the first place. But this gives us a little bit more opportunity to give Barfield some extra yardage he probably otherwise wouldn't have had. We've turned on the chew clock. I haven't even had to worry. This game hasn't really feel like we've been on the road because the crowd really hasn't done anything in this game. which is nice. I like that. We've gotten to the 2-minute warning. If we can just get this first down, which is not going to be easy, although they are pressing, and you know how I feel about press coverage. Oh, Cam, I needed you to juke off of that. I probably should have switched that to a pass, if I'm being honest. I'm not punting the football. I know this is very risky, considering we're only up by a point, but I want to end this game. I want to end this game, and Bliss might have just done it right there. He did get punched out of bounds. Cannot believe that worked. They're really tempting me to throw passes here. They're committed to the run, obviously. They're pressing up. I really want to just send my guys deep, but I also want to win this football game. Oh, look at Cam. That's a big run. He got over 100 yards. We won the game. We won the game 35-34 because we held them to 3 points in the fourth quarter. The blocked field goal that turned into the touchdown in the very next play ends up becoming unbelievably massive. Can't believe we won that game, man. Everything in the world went against us, and we somehow pulled that out. That's a true championship team right there. Staying undefeated in the conference. We will play in the conference championship against somebody. I don't know who. I cannot believe we won that game, man. And Steven Kranchik has committed our final 5-star of the season. He's a 5-star running back. He has committed. Eric Scruggs also commits 3-star left end from Avon, Ohio. So 2 more commitments. We're looking good on a few other guys. Toby Laughlin, our last chance, or one of our last chances at a 4-star, has chosen another team. These other guys chose other teams. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Barfield gets player of the week. And we are now up to number 4 in the country. All right. So we got some extra guys. Another 5-star. Always nice to get another 5-star. We add in Scruggs. Some good old Scruggs action. Pack chose Stanford. Sash chose USC. Laughlin locked us out. We have 250 hours. At least I can do some looking at these guys. So we're looking good on Joe Hemingway. Jamal Clay, we actually were able to get into the fight for. And then Cornell Bynum. We'll see what happens there. Let's scout some of these other guys. Denard Willett, 5'10 corner. He's got 85 speed. He's a bust. He's not that good. I'm going to let him go. Notre Dame, you can have him. Charles Hassenauer, 6'3 scrambling quarterback, 89 speed. I mean, he's not the worst quarterback I've ever seen. We'll keep an eye on him. Sharif Thomas. He's a gem. Okay. Very interesting. Jimmy Falk. Sammy Lake, 6-foot wide receiver. Like I said, we're not really in the market for any more wide receivers unless he blows me away, but 92 speed, 91 excel, 78 spec catch, 75 catching. His awareness is horrible. His release isn't great. He's a 3-star. That's what he is. He's a 3-star. What about this 6'4 pass rusher? 82 pursuit, 86 excel, 79 speed. 79 speed kind of bad, but maybe that could play a little bit. This tackle's not horrible. What about the other tackle? He's a gem. Platinum Road Dog. All right, I'll offer scholarships to the guys I think are going to be decent. Oh, that guy, never mind. I just wasted 5 hours. Juan Lucian is a JUCO sophomore. I'm not really in the market for any JUCOs, unfortunately, so I just wasted all those hours on him. I'm going to pull the offer off of him. That sucks. I didn't realize. I should have looked a little bit more, paid more attention. Oh, we got an instant commit on Sharif Thomas just by offering the scholarship. So that's another commitment to the class. He's a 3-star. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I didn't think you could even get those this late in the season, but we did. It worked. All right, we'll go after these other guys. We have 40 hours. I guess I'll put them on Jimmy Falk because he's okay. Actually, you know what? Let's scout Jimmy Falk. I didn't actually scout him. He's a bust. 77 speed. Probably should have scouted him. He's not great, is he? I'm not going to pursue him too hard. We'll see what happens. This is the scrambler quarterback. He's pretty decent. I'll put 20 hours on him, or at least I'll put 15 on him, and then we'll go for one of the tackles. Put the other 5 on him. All right, that'll be our recruiting. We're adding to the class. It's getting pretty intense. We go to championship weekend. Who are we playing in the Pac-12 championship? The revived Pac-12. Joe Hemingway, 3-star quarterback from Covina, California, has committed. And we're looking good on a few other guys. Okay. We are playing against Cal in the Pac-12 championship. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. We're number 5 in the country. The recruiting class is getting better. Adding more people. I should probably just take these guys off at this point. Let's just take these guys off. Ben Shaw and Shaw, they're both gone. Cornell Bynum is just he won't commit for some reason. I don't know why. I've done all I can on Jamal Clay, I think. I've done the hard sell. I've done everything I think I can do, so we're just going to lose out on him probably. Chavez we're looking okay on. I can probably switch to a sell on him. Didn't I already have a sell on him? I don't remember. I probably did, and then I removed him from the board and lost it all. We'll do that one. See if we can make a push for him. Texas is kind of doing that. Do I want to go hard after Sammy Lake? I don't think I want to go too hard on him. We'll see if Michigan gives us a fight. I will go on these 2 3-star tackles because you can never have too many tackles. I mean, it's always nice depth at the end of the day. And then Jimmy Falk, I mean, he's not that good. I think I might just let him go. Just let him go. He is 6'6", which would be nice to have. It's just like a pure athlete type, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it to have him. So if we go to top classes, we currently sit with an 8th class in the country. I don't think there's a world where we can get top 5, even with the guys that we have. Maybe if the transfer portal, if there's some 4 stars, they could maybe help us out. But these 3 stars, I don't think are going to push us to a top 5 class. If we get Cornell Bynum, that could help. We'd have to go to the transfer portal to get a top 5 class, I think. I don't know if that's going to be possible. If we go to coach contracts, we had a 14-win season last year, 10-win season the year prior. In our this is our 3rd season, obviously. We need to go to upgrade coach skills. Recruiter. So we have not signed a top 5 class just yet. We have not signed a top 5 class just yet. Can I get 10 points for motivator? I might as well spend those 10 points to buy motivator. We're looking good on tactician, but I definitely want to try to build into motivator pretty soon. I mean, we already checked the prospects last time we were out here. There's not going to be anybody else that I haven't already seen. And these 3 stars I don't really care about. So, unless there's some crazy good corners, maybe there's some fast corners. There's a couple guys that have interest in 3. A man-to-man, a slot, a zone. I'll add a couple of slot corners. If they're fast, they can definitely get some play for me. 91 speed and a gem for Cesar Anelli. What's his coverage? 70 press, 79 man coverage. Okay. Caesar might be a late pickup. What about Brendan Freeman? He's also a gem. Oh, wow. These corners might be actually pretty solid. 91 Excel. He's a bust. but he's got 87 speed, 80 zone coverage, 86 change of direction, 70 press. I mean, even though he's a bust, he might not be that bad. Chad DeChristopher, 91 speed. Okay, now we're finding the corner. Where were these corners before? This guy's garbage. 65 man coverage. No, I can't have that. You're garbage. But these guys, we might have found something here. And they're not really getting that heavily recruited. I will certainly offer these scholarships across to the. I don't know what that guy is. But the top, these guys, the guys that I actually care about, they're not getting that heavily recruited. We might be able to spread these hours across to them, and then maybe we can have some sneaky polls at the end of this class. That'd be pretty awesome if we were able to do that. Our final week of simulation to get to conference championship week. We get Cornell Bynum finally commits to the class. We've been battling for him forever, and Jamal Clay does choose Oklahoma. I figured that was going to be the case. I think we lost out on too much. We got our contract extended. That's nice, but it's now conference championship week, which we will get into in the next episode. Take Jamal Clay out. Cornell Bynum now moves into the 4-star territory. And the class has now jumped with another 4-star. We're still number 8. But the difference between 8 and top 5, which is Clemson, is about 30 points. 31 points. We could probably get there with these extra 3 stars. And then, like I said, with the portal as well. It can happen. It's going to be tough. Let me just take this off. I guess we'll go 75. I really like these two. Freeman and Nelly. Those 2 corners really impressed me the most. So those are going to be the 2 guys that I go the heaviest on. Brian Gomez was cool. Probably not going to go too crazy on him, considering we don't really have to. And then whoops, didn't mean to do that. DeChristopher, I mean, he was okay. He wasn't that special. These 2 tackles. Probably switch this. Oops. Can't do that. I really can't do that either? I guess I need 75. Whatever. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Sammy Lake. I mean, we're battling with Michigan for Sammy Lake. Sammy Lake's not that impressive. But we need to spend these hours. We can't take them with us. So we might as well. I think I'll keep the 20 and I'll use like a soft sell on this dude. Oh, I can't soft sell. Never mind. Never mind. I'll take the 5 back and then switch it to contact friends and family. Okay, there we go. So we've moved our hours around. We've done some things. We have finally achieved what we were looking for. I don't know how we won that game against Oregon State. Don't ask me, because I do not know how we did it. But we are still number 5 in the country. We take on number 19 California in the Pac-12 championship in the next episode. Unfortunately, we did not get ourselves a Heisman with Cam Barfield. It sucks. At least we got him an invite to New York, but he got the respect that he deserves, but he's just not going to get the award. And the CFP bracket, we are now the 3 seed. So we would either play Utah or Washington. Okay, whatever. I don't really like any of the matchups, but you got to face tough teams if you want to win a championship, and that's what we want to do. So in the next episode, it'll be the Pac-12 championship. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.